The story of this conference has been about change. Change for business, change for pensions, and change for savers. And all of that takes place against a backdrop of world change, which really starts to bring into question everything that we hold true. The economic rise of the East is faltering, and may yet become the economic fall of the East. For the second time in a decade, we're starting to question our economic understanding. New political forces are on the rise in the UK and Europe. We're questioning the strength of our political and economic union. And more change is coming. The pace of change is accelerating. Technological change, as our world becomes more connected through the Internet of Things. Advances in medical science, which affect how and how long we'll live our lives. Political instability, war, and climate change. All of those placing new strain on governments and on our social fabric. And these global changes translate into every aspect of our personal and our professional lives. For business, it's been about dealing with changing economic circumstances. And that's left very many companies with pension fund deficits worth more than their market cap. And for many others, it's that pension fund deficit that's driving corporate decision-making, not looking for the next big investment opportunity, let alone investing for jobs and growth. And for nearly 2 million small businesses, the change is enormous. For the first time, they're going to be required to provide their employees with a workplace pension thanks to automatic enrolment. Many, the majority perhaps, may choose to use master trusts, which in a few short years have come to tower over the 30,000 DC schemes in this country. And for us as pension professionals, well, whether we're trustees, scheme sponsors, advisors, or scheme executives, it's been a story of never-ending change, hasn't it? A feeling of permanent revolution. The shift from DB to DC. The introduction of automatic enrolment, which has created 5 million new pension savers in the space of just a few short years, with millions more to come, and finally, turning around the nation's savings habits. The introduction earlier this year of freedom and choice, which has completely turned on its head our understanding of what a pension is. And now the prospect of further tax changes, which threaten to shake things up again. But you know, if all these changes have been daunting for us, just think what they mean for savers. They're just trying to do the right thing. They're just trying to put a bit by for old age. But change is all about them, and it makes them much less certain, much less sure about what the future holds. For them, the change has been mind-blowing. That simple age of a DB pension or an annuity, of a single point of retirement, and a single source of income is vanishing fast. So, whether we like it or not, radical change is a new political zeitgeist. But let's face it, you know, even if the regulators and governments stop changing the rules for us today, things aren't going to stand still. Changes in working patterns, in consumer demands, and in technology will all affect how and when savers and schemes make decisions. The new world of pensions is less certain. It's less defined. The lines are blurring between work and retirement, between pensions and lifetime savings, and between individual and scheme responsibility. And to put it quite bluntly, if the world is changing, we need to change too. So recently, I've been talking to our members about those changes and what they mean for the future of our association. And we've had some really brilliant conversations. And I'd like to thank all of you who've taken part in those discussions and through our surveys for your contributions. They've been absolutely invaluable. And your message to us was really clear. Your message to us was, be bold. And we are prepared to be bold, and we will be bold because we need to be bold. As a strong organisation with a clear sense of purpose and clear goals behind them, we're looking forward into the future. And I believe now is the time for this association to give people across our sector and in government a reason to take a fresh look at us. We need to keep looking ahead. As an association, we need to shape change and we need to anticipate change. We can't keep supporting you if we simply deal with the world as it is. We need to deal with the world as it will be. And we're in a great position to do that, a position of strength, because all of you have helped make us the biggest pension body in the UK, with an unrivaled reputation for influence and excellence. And we've got a clear set of ambitions as we look forward to the future. We want to speak for all of the workplace pension sector. That means from the oldest and most established DB scheme to the smallest and newest auto-enrolled employer. And that's about all of us coming together behind a common purpose. So we want to speak about pensions, but we want to look further ahead and further afield and also speak about lifetime savings. So that means facing up to that changing definition of pensions that I talked about. And it means facing up to the different ways and the changing ways in which consumers talk about pensions, what it is they mean when they use that word pensions. So we need to think about how retirement is changing. We need to think about the interaction of pensions with ISAs and lifetime savings, and with property and long-term care even. And we want to support savers too. All of us here know that savers are crying out for support to help them navigate their way to retirement. And I know, because you've told me, that you want our help to help you do that. And of course, we do all of that because it's savers. It's the savers themselves who are at the heart of everything we do. So in this confusing and crowded world of change, we need to be absolutely clear about what it is we're here for. And to me, it's pretty simple. To me, it's about helping everyone achieve a better income in retirement. And it's that common purpose is one of our unique strengths as an organisation. It's one of our great beliefs, isn't it? That desire to do the right thing for our scheme members. And I think it's that focus we need as we look forward. So today, I can tell you that this association, which began life in 1923 as the Association of Superannuation and Pension Funds, and which in 1967 became the National Association of Pension Funds, is moving forward again.
Thank you.
So let me tell you more about the Pensions and Lifetime Savings Association, your association. We're an association with big aims, big ideas, and big ambitions for pensions and lifetime savings in this country and for its savers. And we need to be, because the challenges we face are huge, and you don't need me to tell you that. We're inclusive, we're open, and we welcome new members and new ideas. And we're building on our 90-year heritage as a pensions organisation with pensions there in our DNA. We're looking further ahead to lifetime savings too. And we're an association, here because of our members and as the sum of our members, and knowing that we do best and that we achieve most when we come together. We're an organisation that's looking forward, not being left behind. We're an organisation that's shaping the future and not having the future shaped for us. So, could we have done these things? Could we have been these things under our old name? Well, sure we could. We could have been these things under almost any name, and believe me when I tell you we looked at a few. But we like to say what we mean and mean what we say, and you were really clear with us that we needed to do that. And we want our name to reflect our outlook. But not everything this association does will change. The Pensions and Lifetime Savings Association will continue to provide you with the benefits and services you value. So we'll continue to lobby hard on your behalf. We'll continue to tell government and regulators when regulation gets in the way of you doing your job and when it gets in the way of helping everyone achieve a better income in retirement. And we'll continue to produce the outstanding events like this, our biggest ever, that brings everyone together to network and to learn from one another. And we'll use these events to challenge ourselves too by hearing from views outside of this industry so that we can continue to move forward, we can continue to improve. And we'll carry on producing the research and analysis that you value, that keep you in touch with our changing environment and which prepare you for the challenges and changes still to come. But you know, if we only did what we've always done, then we'll always get what we've always got. And in our new world of pensions and savings, that simply won't be good enough. So in addition to all of that, you'll see much that's new as well. I said that we want to speak for all of the workplace pension sector, and we do. So we'll be reaching out to those employers, those schemes who aren't yet part of our membership, starting with the universities, charities, and those few local authorities who aren't yet our members. But we don't just want to speak for all those employers who have always run pension schemes. We also want to include in our community those 1.8 million small employers who are coming into auto-enrolment for the first time. So we want to use our collective expertise, we want to use the benefit of our history to help them, to make it easier for them to select a scheme, to make it easier for them to communicate with their employees, and to make it easier for them to meet their continuing employer obligations. And this association will be the Association of Master Trusts, the voice of Master Trusts, already huge players in our pensions environment and a huge part of our membership. And we know that we can't possibly help our Master Trust members or our other DC members if we simply treat DC as a single issue. And we'll be supporting savers too, working through our members and direct with savers too. And we've made a great start already with our employee retirement seminars. And for everyone, for all our members, new and old, whether you're a trustee or a sponsor, whether you're a DB scheme or a DC scheme, small or large, we're here to help you. So we'll be producing new products and services that help you with your job. So I've told you why we're changing, and I've told you how we're changing. And I'm really excited about these changes, and I'm really looking forward to representing you as we move forward, and really proud to be doing so. This is your organisation, your association, here to help you, here to help everyone achieve a better income in retirement. So welcome to the Pensions and Lifetime Savings Association.